match day 16 in the La Liga season. It's Barça versus Osasuna. Barça looking to go 7 points clear at the top of the standings before Madrid play tomorrow evening, and they're going to try and do so against an Osasuna side yet to win on the road this season. A reminder, Barça have won all 4 of their previous games, but they've done so in all competitions coming from a goal down. Let's see if that changes today. Spence, without a doubt, different sort of test this for Barça against an Osasuna side who are expecting to sit a little bit deeper. They're playing with a back 5. What can we expect from today's encounter?
Different test. I think the starting 11s that we've seen tonight put out by both managers heavily favors Barça, whereas we normally say Barça are pretty decent favorites. Tonight I feel like this is a game for them to go out and attack and perhaps actually get right defensively if they can just stay set in the way that we're looking for them to do. So big matchup on task today for especially this back line, and we'll see if that front 3 can break down what Osasuna are trying to do, which is put a back 5 out there.
And there you have it. Barça lineup for you. Joan Garcia, Koundé, Koubarsi, Gerard Martin and Balde. Only 2 changes for Hansi Flick from the win over Eintracht in the Champions League. Eric and Pedri in midfield with Raphinha just in front of them. Lamine Yamal, Ferran Torres and Rashford up front. Rashford, great impact from him, I thought, the other night. Spence off the bench against Frankfurt, and Ferran also gets the nod up front. He's Barça's top scorer in all competitions this season and indeed in La Liga.
Yeah, we're looking for a number of these players to make an impact up front like they're used to doing. My biggest question is who, if more than one player slots into that midfield attacking role today. I think we might see some rotations. We might end up seeing, Raphinha seems to be best suited for that as well, but Ferran can drop in a little bit. Even Rashford at times, if he wanted to, can get a little bit more central and make things happen. And of course, Lamine would just be causing chaos out on the wing.
Yeah, 100%. We've got a few things we'll kick off. And you're going to see an image of it here. Pedri is going to hand over an MVP award in just a few moments' time. You'll see it on your live streams in just a moment. We're also going to have a minute of silence before this game. So we're going to have a few pre-match activities here. We can see President Joan Laporta in the stands. There's no Szczesny for this game. He is out for it. Now we will indeed have the moment of silence just before this one gets underway. This is a moment of silence for ex-Barça Vice President of the club, Gabriel Masforol. He was the ex-Vice President between 2000 and 2003, and then was also of the foundation between 2010 and 2015. May he rest in peace. We'll observe this, of course. Beautifully observed there at the Spotify Camp now holding just over 45,000 fans. It's been a real fortress of Barça so far. I think we may have some exciting images to show you too in just a few moments' time, so watch out for those people before we get ourselves underway in La Liga. It's another 6:30 p.m. local time kickoff here. It's Barça versus Osasuna. Osasuna, well, they've got good players. I've also that, Spence. They're players like Aymar Roth, Ante Budimir. I'm a big fan of both of those, for example, who Barça will still have to be wary about here.
Yeah, they've got a lot of chemistry and players who have been playing with each other for quite some time. A little throwback on the kits today for Osasuna. A nice white, almost early 90s looking kit for them. I like what's in store today. Let's get this thing going. Let's see if Barça can get out on the right foot early.
Underway here at the Spotify Camp now, then Barça are going to be kicking from left to right in this opening 45 minutes. I can see all of you in the live chat as always. Lots of you, by the way, over 5,500 watching us live currently on YouTube. This is Koundé on the ball here, the hero of Tuesday night with those 2 goals. What a bizarre, great moment for Barça, wasn't that? Spence on Tuesday, Koundé, the most unlikely of heroes popping up. And of course, pitch side, we also have Mr. Marek Brau. Marek, you in position for this one?
Hi again, guys. I'm next to the goal where Joan Garcia is right now. And for the moment, I have to say that it's surprising that Osasuna is pressing very high, putting Barca players inside the box. And for the moment, very brave the team coached by Alessio Lisci, who have to say that last season he did it very good with Mirandés in the second division. He was very close to promoted to La Liga with Mirandés. So for the moment, Osasuna make a very brave way of playing, but Barça also will have the quality to make the counter-attacks. I have to say that stadium is pretty full of people. The halftime we will know exactly the attendance, but I think that we were closer for the 45,000 people that are permitted to be right now at the Spotify Camp Nou. As you can listen from my microphone, the Barca fans are trying to help the team just for the beginning.
Yeah, thank you very much. Mark, of course, will be interacting with you as the game goes on. Here's Eddie Garcia up to Raphinha. Was he fouled? Referee says no. Well, Spence, we have our first question in the members live chat. I'll whack it to you. I'll whack it to Mark in a few moments too. Who will be the first scorer? Already over 500 votes on it. You've got Lamine, Raphinha, Rashford and Ferran. I'd say a pretty exciting front four. I'll go to you first, Spence.
I've already voted, and I'm taking Raphinha.
Okay.
I like a
Straight
Raphinha
away.
goal today.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Although obviously the early leader in the clubhouse is not Raphinha. Big shocker.
Control room is saying Ferran. You're going Raphinha. Mark, first scorer today. Thoughts?
I will go with the Shark. He's on fire in La Liga right now. Third hat-trick in his Barca career last week against Betis. 13 goals this season, 11 in La Liga. He's the second top scorer in La Liga, remember, without shooting the penalties. Of course, I don't want to say that Mbappé is not the good top scorer, because he's really doing a great season, but it's good also for Ferran to score 11 goals and not taking the penalties. I want to say just one tactical thing, guys. For the moment, we can say Lamine Yamal playing at the right, and it's Raphinha who's playing in the middle as an attacking midfielder.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Raphinha more in that number 10 role. Lamine Yamal is remaining wide right where he often is. We did see against Betis, Rooney was on the right, Lamine was in the number 10 role. I've gone for Rashford, by the way, for first scorer. Why not? Let's see a Rashford goal today.
Everybody got picked then.
Who do we have? Yeah, they did. Yeah, was it a full house? Or
Look out!
Here
He
Barça
is.
could be in immediately. Yes, Ferran Torres is in, and well, I thought that was the moment. Just taken off his toe at the last minute.
Yeah, that was that was an opportunity for Rashford. I thought, shoot, he decided to do the unselfish thing and go for Ferran, who just couldn't quite keep it under control.
Ferran Jaws Torres, says Mac Lumbis. Yeah, the shark is indeed waiting. He's waiting for his goal, people. He's already got 13 this season in all competitions.
Dun-dun.
In comes the corner by Rashford. It was in towards Ferran at the front post. It's struck away by Bretones, and Pedri will go and retrieve things for Barça. Spence again, Pedri next to Eddie Garcia. Flick seems to be pretty happy with those two as the midfield pairing right now. Frenkie de Jong on the bench again for today's game.
Yeah, it's good for me. I mean, they seem to have a nice chemistry, as you said. They both like to play a little bit deeper than your normal average midfielder, and that gives more space to the four who are doing the work up front, I think, especially if Osasuna are going to press at times in this game. Their distribution skills will be that much more important. And that actually makes more sense with the back five of Osasuna. We've been saying, well, they're going to sit tight and defend.
Yeah.
And they are going to do that when the ball is here where it is now, which is in Barca's attacking half. But if they're going to go back five, it does make sense for them to press higher up the pitch. It just leaves themselves potentially vulnerable if they get beat.
Here comes Rashford. Yeah, let's see how Osasuna are doing on that. They are playing pretty deep right now, but certainly that's when they're out of possession. Let's see how much they can hurt Barça coming forward themselves. Here comes Lamine Yamal then for Barça, trying to cut inside onto his left foot. Leaves it for Koundé, whose cross is blocked. And it's behind for a Barça corner. First of the game then, or second of the game, I should say, first on that side. Inside the opening 5 minutes.
Yeah,
remember, Barca is doing. Sorry, Spence. Barca, I want to say just that Barca is doing quite good with the set pieces. Remember that we have scored many important goals for the corner kick. Lewandowski against Celta and Koundé against Eintracht, the last two ones.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, it's Raphinha who is going to be over this one with the arm. And then by Raphinha, was it flicked on? It wasn't. And Osasuna survive. Hacked clear. Results of the poll are in. People that look like a handball to me by Eddie Garcia. It was. Spence, this always happens. Lamine Yamal's got 53%, Raphinha's got 28%, Ferran has 11%, Rashford has 8%. There were some nearly 3,000 votes in the chat.
53%. That doesn't come as much of a surprise.
No, and he often has more than that, I will say. The popular figure in the Barça fan base, as you could expect. You're seeing images there of Hansi Flick. By the way, the Flick cam, we're going to have his reactions to the goals today too.
Flick cam.
There is Balde, who controls well, drives up the pit field too. Balde laid off now to Pedri. Pedri inside here to Pau Cubarsí. Cubarsí's got options wide. He drops it off to Raphinha, who is dropping deep. I think you're right about what you said about Pedri and Eric. They're happy to drop off and leave all that room to the attacking front four. And Barça have got a very attack-minded front four on today. Not even someone like an Olmo or Fermin, who you describe more as a midfielder maybe. It's, well, 4 straight attackers. And I get the feeling maybe Flick's thinking, well, if Osasuna are going to line up with 5 at the back, let's try and at least put some numbers in there to try and challenge them.
Yeah. I don't have anything to add to that. I like it. I like it. Let's see what this front 3 can do here. They seem to be attacking early on.
From Rashford. Did he keep that in, Spencer? I'm not sure he did. Goal kick. No. Yeah, they are bursting forward early on. Let's hope we see a Rashford in hot form today too, who is bursting up the field on the left-hand side. He couldn't quite keep it up. I'm not sure all the ball. Yeah, I'm not sure all the balls. They often do that. They do often do that. Lewandowski's on the bench. We have our first question, people. What will the key of the game be in the members live chat? Let us know. Try not to have to make a comeback. I like that one because that's been the very much the case, hasn't it, in the last 4 games. Use the November MVP, Lamine Yamal. I think we saw those images. If not, we'll see them too. Feed off the Spotify Camp Nou energy. Spence, out of those 3, which one would you stick with?
I would like to eliminate a couple of those because anything that says we have to try not to do something is not a key to the game for me. So, number 1, out. And honestly, the energy in the stadium, although it's great to be back at the Camp Nou, it doesn't make, for me, and I think for the players, I think they're happy to be at home in Barcelona, whether it's at Montjuic or whether it's here. But here's the guy who unfortunately couldn't pay off the highlight.
There is the nearly the use of the November MVP, Lamine Yamal, MVP of the month. Trying to dance his way through that.
So that I'd actually like to throw something out there because I've been gone for a while, but I have a story to come back to. But hold that.
We'll see that in a moment here because here comes Rashford. He bumped. Well, referee says no. You're adamant it was Spencer. Rashford's furious on the deck there. He's certainly got a bump. They're often not given those, are they? Just and sometimes maybe they should be.
50-50.
Barça fans on the stands are very angry with this. Let's gonna know if in the VAR with Del Ferro Grande today, so we have to stay calm. We'll check it.
You are extremely calm. So is that you? Are we sure that have you changed?
Yeah, for sure. Be careful.
Well, watch out. Osasuna clean through if they hurry. It's Bulimidi. He's going to have to cut back. Option at the back post was Victor Munoz. He didn't find
the referee says nothing. On Rashford, he is doing the gesture with the hands, shaking the hands, saying it's nothing. I have to say that I'm not pretty sure it was a penalty. I was very far from the action, but I didn't think it was a one.
Wow.
Look at him go, he's
I'm a new one,
a New Year's resolution. New year, new mark. Although we're not.
Yeah, we're not the new year
I'm a father right now. I have more responsibilities and I'm more respectful.
So that's all it took, huh? Just have a kid.
Oh, look at Rashford here. He beats his man on the byline. Will it find Ferran? No, it doesn't. Barça really starting to push up here on the Osasuna goal. It's Pedri now. Pedri, dancing feet. Can he get the cut back? Yes, he does. Who's waiting? It's Lamine Yamal. Two on him, as always. Trying to find a gap. Finds it. Look at this for an interchange, Barça. Well, there's barely any space there, Spence. They're still trying to find a way through in that pass from Cubarsí. Not quite coming off. And Osasuna survive. They're going to put it all the way back, though, for that advantage. Free kick Osasuna.
It's looking good. When they're in the box, they're getting enough time and space to make a decision. Now they have to start making the right runs and the right decisions, too. Because Osasuna are clearly putting multiple defenders on the biggest threats. They've got Lamine seemingly bottled up on the right-hand side. I can see how that could be a penalty on like the third look.
Yeah. What were your overall thoughts on that?
There's a little bit of a clip there, but I don't know that it's enough to overturn what was already called on the pitch, which was no penalty. So play on. Let's keep it moving.
You and Mark agree.
We usually did it.
I didn't see the replay. I have to say, for the first time, I didn't see the replay. But guys, I have to say that for the moment, maybe the game plan right now it was more expected, not the first minutes when Osasuna pressed very high. And now it's the game that we expected, with the line of 5 at the back for Osasuna and Barça. Have to be very, very effective with the ball, with a good clarity in the passes, because there are not many spaces just behind the defense of Osasuna. So we will have to be in a very good quality today with the pass.
Well, it has to be quick. There have to be quick off-ball movements. It has to be one-touch or two-touch football at most, because if you slow it down, there are too many defenders getting in the way. And we just saw that last interchange between Koundé and Lamine. Lamine gave the ball to Koundé when there were 2 men on him. He then made a run right off of it. Koundé tried to give it right back. It almost worked, because in addition to making the right play, you also might need the right fortunate bounce of the football.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think when you're up against sides who you're never going to sit deep, you have to move the ball quickly. I mean, it's exactly what they want. If they see a side playing slow side-to-side football, they'll thrive on that, and Osasuna will grow in belief as the game goes on. But I will say, Barça for me have been playing really good football in recent weeks. I'm still confident. I'm hoping we get the clean sheet today, Spence, as I said in my prediction. And hopefully then the goals go in down the other end. How about this? Gerard Martin again at centre-back, Spence. I want to get your thoughts on that. So I've spoken a lot about to Alex about that pairing in recent weeks. Oh, as
sorry, Pedri.
Pedri takes a little bit of a knock. Probably not for the first time today with...
Falta! Arbi!
So, well, maybe not more on that in a moment, Spence, because here comes Lamine Koundé. But those two, Spence, I think Barça have had a few problems at centre-back all season, maybe in terms of finding the right combination right. Just feels like Flick has got a little bit of a base now with those two, that he thinks, yeah, this is working quite nicely for me. And he's tried something new with Gerard Martin there too.
Yeah, I was going to say it when we were talking about what Lamine and some of the other attacking players are doing right now in this moment, which is that you have to take risks, especially if you want to break down a back 5, right? You got to that's your job as an attacking player. You have to take risks. And let's see if, before we get to the second portion of that point, that they do that here.
Yeah, here comes Lamine Yamal. Nice little ball up that to Raphinha, who's enjoying himself so far in the number 10 position. Is still Raphinha. There's about 3 white shirts, though, aren't there, around every player, Spence. If you get past 2, then another one sweeps in.
Yeah, but that's okay. Again, taking risks, just seeing if you can create something special on the ball. And it's okay if you lose the ball. So along those lines, taking risks, we're getting a good look at Hansi right now. I think doing something like starting Gerard Martin at center back and trying him out at that position, not just for one game but for a couple, is a proper risk, right? You got to try new things if things aren't working. And the back line and the defensive line has been difficult this season, so try something.
Well, what a ball that is, but Lamine Ferran's in! Oh, best chance of the game so far by some distance. Ferran Torres nearly on the mark there. What a brilliant little ball that was by Lamine Yamal. Couldn't quite find the finish though, Ferran.
Oh, it was beautiful. And it was Sergio Herrera, the keeper, who was caught in a world of trouble because he wasn't sure what to do with Ferran, who was right in front of him onside, and Ferran actually ended up defending it more than he actually helped it on into the net. Oh, look who's here.
Andres Iniesta's in attendance. There you go. Spence, it felt like one of those where you almost needed to get less on it. I think you got too much contact. You need to almost help it on its way.
Or even because Herrera was so put off by the cross, there's a chance that he could have even let that go completely, and it would have been Lamine's goal, and it just bounces through. I've seen that before in La Liga. It's a kind of a ghost goal, if you will.
Ferran nearly on the mark there. Mark, that was probably the closest Barça have come, I'd say. Ferran nearly getting in there again. Lovely ball by Lamine. Couldn't quite come off for Barça, though.
Yeah, and now it's a good defensive action by Marcus Rashford, and I think that this is one of the kind of actions that Barça has to do. Of course, when you have 5 players at the back on the other side, you have to play very well Also, the wingers had to do many things, and also that kind of crosses that Lamine Yamal does absolutely amazing. It could be one of the key of the game. We have to be careful with this. You were gonna watch in a few seconds. Yeah, that Budimir, the top scorer of Osasuna, was very close to score, but it was not a tough action by Joan Garcia. But as always, he was very sure to catch the ball. But as I said, it's important also for the wings to have these spaces, and also that kind of actions that Lamine Yamal always does incredibly well. Today could be good option. That crosses also at the back of the defense.
100%. Maybe that's a little way in for Barça. Crosses from deep, just to catch out the Osasuna back line, who potentially could be sleeping back there with all of the ball watching and running around they're going to have to be doing this evening. Here comes Gerard Martin. Wide is Rashford. He's going to have to try and step into that. He does. Balde now on the ball, trying to link up well with Rashford. I seem to think these two link up quite well, Rashford and Balde, from what I've seen so far this season. Let's see if that can be more of the case today. That's what Flick said about Rashford too in his pre-match press conference for this one. He said Rashford never complains if I explain to him why he doesn't play. He just accepts it and says whatever's best for the team. Certainly come here with the right mentality, Marcus Rashford. And there's his cross away at the front post by Boyomo now. So someone I can clear. That's pretty much all they're doing right now, though, Spence. Clearing, and then Barça are going to come straight back again.
Yeah, and that's what they want at the moment. They want to absorb as much of this first half as possible, and then if they get their chance to break like they did with Budimir, they'll take it. But you go back to Rashford and what he's been able to do, I think you're right. He started as the clear bench option for Barça, and because of the way that he's played and when his number's been called, he answered the bell. That Newcastle game for me stands out more than anything. He's the guy at that position now. I'm happy to see him, again, take risks and just do his thing.
Talking about taking risks. Here comes Lamine Yamal. The flip-flap on the touchline there. Now Koundé. Eric, it's a game of patience, this for Barça. Attack versus defence rituals. That's what they would have been doing all throughout the week. And that little touch at Raphinha doesn't quite come down. Yeah, I mean, Rashford, Mark, am I right in saying 9 assists for Rashford this season? It's a very good return.
Yeah, it's the top assistant of the season. 9 for Marcus Rashford, 8 for Lamine Yamal. Both of them assist in the last game against Eintracht. And yeah, sometimes when you have to keep to talk about a player, of course, when it's a forward, you're always only looking on the goals that he scored. And for the moment, remember that Rashford has scored 6 goals for the Champions League. But also, we have to take a look on the assists, and also, especially when he's your first season at Barca, when you're coming for another very different league as Premier League is. I have to say that maybe these first months, I can understand why Hansi Flick is happy with the Englishman.
100%. Well, let's watch out here, because here come Osasuna themselves. That's a wonderful ball to the back post. Budimir again on the mark, but straight at Joan Garcia. 2 chances for him now there, Spence, and he's squandered both of them.
Yeah, well, he's put both of them on target, which is what you would expect him to do. He's probably their most consistent player, Budimir. I mean, not just in terms of goal scoring, but being in the right place and always providing that option up front. And they need that today, Osasuna.
We got a question coming in, people, if we could have that in just a few minutes' time. There it is in the chat. What's your favourite thing about Batman Garcia's season? I'm not sure who came up with a nickname for that. Whoever did, make yourselves known in the members live chat, because thank you, because I know me and Robert have been enjoying it a lot since. Batman Garcia, is it the fact that he can play in multiple positions? Well, maybe. We'll watch out here. Pedri strikes straight at Herrera. His leadership on the pitch. The unexpected surge he's made this season. Of course, we had his renewal. That was a programme here we showed live on Thursday. He renewed until 2031. Clearly a vital cog in Flick's system right now, Spence. And I mean, his rise has been like that, right, hasn't it? I think, especially this season for me, the quality and the trust he's got from Hansi Flick has been great.
Yeah, anybody who wants to quote me on it can know that for several years now I've been on the Eric Garcia train. I was probably the conductor at one point when things weren't going so well, and he was picking up, what was it, red cards or handballs against Frankfurt a couple years ago in the Europa League kind of thing. You know what? This dude does all of those things right. He does play multiple positions, and for me the surge was not expected. It was very expected. His leadership on the pitch is huge. If we're talking strictly about Batman, then I guess the answer has to be 1, because Batman, you know, he's got a whole lot in that utility belt. So
you can talk about just Eric Garcia.
No, but the question is very clear.
Batman Garcia, watch out here. Here comes Balde trying to get on the back. Continue.
Multiple positions, utility belt. That's the answer, right?
Spencer's going for 1. Let's see what you guys are going for. Yeah, Benita Malaita agrees 1. MD16 agrees 1. And I think that's so impressive of how well he's done in those positions this season for me. Spence has been great. Right back last season, I thought he was excellent when Koundé was injured, latter stage of the season. And this time around, in that little number 6 role that he's playing right now, almost double pivot next to Pedri. I think he's been wonderful. That's a nice ball wide, isn't it, from Raphinha
Saucy.
over to Rashford, setting the Englishman up here. Rashford to choreograph, wasn't it, really, that pass back?
Because you called him the Englishman.
And he said, yeah, you want to see it? Did you want to see Englishman? Have that?
It's coming home, boys.
Here's Eddie Garcia. Here he comes. Well, if he smashes this in, he nearly did. Eddie Garcia just wide. Can you imagine?
Remember
with the
that
question on the screen.
Remember that he has not scored any single goal at the Spotify Camp Nou. Is the only thing that maybe he has to do. All the goals scored by Eddie Garcia were away or in Montjuic. At least for the moment, Eric Garcia has only scored 1 goal at home, and it was in the Clásico last year against Real Madrid. But remember, he has renewed his contract last Thursday until 2031. And why not today, Eric Garcia, to celebrate this new contract with a goal, the first one here at the Spotify Camp Nou, the stadium where he came since she was a child.
Really whacked that one in, Spence. Here come Barça again. Raphinha's in now. He's got Ferran through the roll.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
The run didn't really open up, did it? The angle for the pass, I feel that.
Yeah. I love when Barca just get their kicks in from outside the box. Honestly.
That's a nice switch again from Pedri to Lamine Yamal. Oh, he's got it where he likes it now. Lamine Yamal, good save by Herrera, beaten away, falls to Pedri. Barca starting to rack up now the attempts on Herrera's goal. Koundé's in again, vital touch, I think, by Bretones, out for a corner.
This is another story, guys. Another story, and the Spotify Camp Nou, as you can notice from the atmosphere, believes that the goal is going to come in the next minutes.
Sorry, Spencer, you were saying?
What was I saying?
You were going to make a point, I think, before Brau came in.
I don't remember.
Oh, sorry. Raphinha on the corner. Maybe you'll see it after. Maybe it'll be after this goal. Pedri takes it short. Lamine Yamal controls. Stands up his man. Oh, look at the space Raphinha's in. Big chance here. Raphinha delays. Raphinha, and then the chance had maybe gone. Ferran's in. Ferran scores. The flag has stayed down, and Barça take the lead.
Are we counting that?
No.
No way.
Says, can you hear me? Barça take the lead. We'll have a look in a few moments whether that's going to be offside or not. As it were, Barça lead by 1-0. Ferran Torres. It's got his 14th of the season.
12 goals in La Liga for Ferran Torres, the Shark. As I said, he will be the first scorer of the game. And of course, for the moment, VAR is checking the position of Ferran Torres. What a cross and by a header by Ferran Torres. 12 goals in 17 games. What a start of the season for him. And as you said, Pablo, 14 goals scored this season for Ferran Torres, who also has scored the last games here at the Spotify Camp Nou against Athletic and against Atletico de Madrid. You said it's good, Spence. So the first goal is so important. And I want to know what is my gift to say the good answer about who will be the first scorer of the game. I said Ferran, and it was Ferran, definitely.
There you go. Marek Spence, that's onside. That's going to count. Barça lead at the Spotify Camp Nou. That was Rashford, I think, by the way. So Marek, 10th assist of the season for Rashford, and Spence right on the money there. Ferran, exactly what Barça wanted right at this stage of the game.
That was perfection, and you could see that back line of 5 that Osasuna had been setting works all well and good until the ball gets knocked around, and this is just being confirmed and checked. But this should stand. There shouldn't be any problem here unless there's a second pass.
They're checking, I think, from the corner when they took the short corner here.
That's possible. We didn't get a replay of that. As far as the pass to Ferran is concerned, no issues. But if there's a second pass that's causing problems, that's another story.
That's what it seems like, Spence, I will say. So everyone just hold your horses a moment here because, well, they're going to check this. And they're going to rule it out.
Offside.
Offside.
Well, have you seen the replay?
That's tough.
Marek, that wasn't for the cross. That was for... That's unbelievable.
Wait, what?
That's unbelievable. So when Lamine makes
where was the offside?
Marek, it's from when we take the short corner, when Lamine gives it back to Raphinha. It was a backwards pass, but Raphinha's trailing foot was behind Lamine from the corner. Unbelievable.
Seriously? But it doesn't even look.
Exactly what I was wondering too. We just heard Robert saying, can it be offside from a backwards pass? Well,
but it doesn't even look offside.
It was very tight. It was very tight, that's for sure.
If you're behind the ball, then you can't be offside. If you're behind the ball.
Sure. Well, the fact is, how many things the referee for Madrid, I want to remember you, Carlos del Cerro Grande, in the VR, the referee for Madrid, how many things he checked? Remember that was the referee who put Lewandowski with one of the biggest foot on earth last season in the game against Real Sociedad.
Here we go.
He's back.
He held on. He held on as long as he could.
Don't worry. He hasn't gone anywhere. He was very attentive there, wasn't he? He said, he said Ferran was onside. Well, guess what I'll do? I'll see if the short corner was. And
that's very.
He said it wasn't. We're going to see the images. I think. Oh, what a pass by Eric! Raphinha, Rashford's nearly in. I think his trailing boot Spence was behind the in front of the ball. Sorry. From the short corner. It's one of the most bizarre offsides I've seen in a long time.
Right, so here's our...
Look at this here. You see what I mean? Yeah. My God. That is incredible. It's his trailing boot, Mark, that was just offside. And yeah, we have the rule here. Yes, a player can be offside from a backwards pass, as the direction of the pass itself doesn't matter for offside. It's about the player's position relative to the second to last defender and the ball at the moment that it's played. So there you have it.
I mean, if the foot is there, that's checks out. It's not wrong.
There you go. Bizarre offside. We'll have to play on here, and Barça still looking for their opening goal. It's not Ferran's 14th of the season then, and that came at such a good time as well.
It will come again.
Really did.
I want to be right. I want to be right to say Ferran who was the first scorer, but I didn't count on my friend on the VAR. But yet, as you said, it's offside. It's offside. We have to recognize. We don't have to lie. So bizarre offside, but it's offside. So we have to keep going.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, it's unfortunate. I would equate that sort of offside to like a ticky-tack foul at the very edge of the box when the player is running away from goal and he gets touched and it turns into a penalty. You know, like the furthest corner possible from goal.
Yeah.
And there's because like that offside itself obviously is not the reason that offside was invented.
Yeah. It doesn't really affect the play at all, yeah. There's Balde's cross. Again, it comes all the way through to Lamine. Barça still now hunting for that goal then, aren't they? Going to fall to Pedri. Osasuna. Good thing for Barça is we're tiring them out. Pedri waits for the space, finds it. Rashford leaves it, but he actually took a bit of the pace off the ball, didn't he, with his flick. And now, Osasuna themselves, what a run this is by Victor Munoz. Look at the pace he's showing. And referee waves it away. He says nothing.
He said he dives. Remember that Victor Munoz was a former player from La Masia, who also played for Real Madrid last season, and he had a big attempt in the Clásico paid in Montjuic at the last minutes.
Yeah, massive chance. Should have scored. Here comes Lamine. Dink to the back post. Someone really should be there in Barça red and blue. I'm going to be honest with you. That's where Ferran should be, wasn't.
I don't know how you see Lamine right now compared to the last couple of games, but he looks fresh. He looks really feisty and sparky on the ball right now.
He's taking players on with a lot of confidence. He's looking sharp. I agree. I do agree. I think there was a little bit of a period with the little niggles he was having and whatnot, but I think right now looking back to his best, and you can see they're doubling up on him all the time, aren't they, Spence? You know, there's always 2 or 3 white shirts around Lamine whenever he gets on the ball. Barça are still trying to use him at every chance they can down that right-hand side. Now they're coming on the left with Rashford. No assist for him either then yet. So now Pedri. Here we go again. Lamine him out. Always try the outside of the boot. It's easy for him. He's trying it. Herrera just trying to bark some orders at his team. They're going to go all the way long here to towards Budimir, but Osasuna right now, since the few Budimir chances we saw, Spence, not really showing much going forward themselves, I must say.
No, and that's to be expected. I think the game plan for this first half was to try and put up a clean sheet from their perspective.
Yeah.
And then see if they can go attack the game or find 1 or 2 chances in the first half, maybe a few more in the second half on the counter. Right now, it's about defending.
15 minutes away from achieving that feat. Here's Pedri. I must say, Barca are playing good football, though. They're moving the defence around. They're starting to get chances. Just need one of them in the back of the net. That Ferran header, we didn't expect it to be ruled out. Once we saw the first image, we were all here celebrating, dancing in the studio, and there you go. Straight back at us, it was chalked off.
This Gerard Martin centre-back experiment so far for me is working.
Yeah, it's
quite well.
It's good. And you can see it, people. You can fill those. You can fill the chat with hearts. Get them in there. We need the Barça support now. Let's see how many blue and red hearts we can get in the chat as Barça push for their open. And maybe now it will come through Koundé. There was Ferran. And it fell into the hands of Herrera in the end.
Ferran ended up in the net.
The ball.
Can we celebrate that?
Watch out here, he's quick. Munoz, and he's in behind Gerard Martin, who got a touch, and it's not enough of a touch. Still Munoz, that's surely offside on Budimir. It's a super save by Joan Garcia anyway.
And it's offside.
Goes up, yeah. What a save, man.
Yeah, it's offside. Yeah, it's offside, but as always, Joan Garcia saved for other reason. Remember that against Eintracht, he saved an action that finally was an offside, but after the replay at the first half, we checked that it was not an offside. So well done for Joan Garcia as always, with a lot of security that he had to us. So guys, it's a pity the goal disallowed because it was very important that kind of game to score very early. So I think it's quite important for Barca at least to score one goal before the half-time.
I see plenty of you with your hearts in the chat. Maybe next time the ball goes out, Spence, we'll welcome a few of those new members too with a little song we like to play along. So we'll do that in a few moments' time. For now, the Barca are breaking forward with Rashford. Deflection, corner for Barca. Again, Rashford's going to go out there and take it.
All right, be very careful now with this corner. And the delivery to the short corner and return pass.
As well as the hearts, we've got lots of Joan Garcia emojis in the chat too, which I'm loving, by the way. Thank you, people. He is Barca Superman in goal. Here comes Rashford, just delayed by the referee. He's seen something in the box he didn't like. A bit of a tussle. Puts his hand up, pleads his innocence.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Did we just?
I told you.
Did we just do that again?
I told you. If this ends up in the net, we're just gonna have to take a look because we don't know.
Here comes Pedri.
You
know what's funny, Spence? From now on, I never really. Watch out, Balde, and yeah, well, I think we had a feeling where that was going to end up. I never really picked up on those from short corners. From now on, I'm always going to be thinking about that, just because that disallowed goal. So, there you go, Spence. How about welcoming some of our new members?
Go on.
You know what that means, people? Plenty of new members as I've just dropped my phone off the desk. We've got Linedo Jr. is here for us. Spence, interrupt me if it looks as though Barca are going to score themselves. Raimundo Rodriguez, 1486. Welcome, my
Raimundo!
Andres Roberti. That's a nice little name too. We have Sarvin Parti, 6559. As Eric just blasted one over there himself. We have Giuseppe Emblasi, 8189. And Pedro Abdaya H9L. Thank you, all of you. Welcome to the family. Make yourselves known in the members live chat. You are indeed part of the Barca family. Spence, I missed that. What happened there? Did we just blaze a shot?
Yeah, Eric saw the Batman logo in a spotlight shown at the top of the Camp Nou where the stadium isn't finished construction yet, and so he shot the ball up there.
I said, Toma, no? Yeah. Thanks for the update. Oh, that could be the first yellow of the game.
Tarjeta!
The first one
long
of the
time
game.
to do this.
Yeah. For Bretones. First one.
Yeah, God.
Yeah.
I'm keeping this in my back pocket for months.
Oh, that's actually yours, isn't it? Yeah.
So is the flag, but I generously
Hand it over. That's sweet of you.
let you keep it for a couple
So,
of months. I might
guys,
take it back now.
I have to say that I've seen the replay of the goal disallowed.
Yeah.
And the only thing I want to say is that for the first thing, it's important for the referees to play at least one time football. And the second thing, when now it's a head crash between Garcia and Budimir. And the only thing I want to say is that the rule of the offside, I think it was not invented for this.
No, that's what we said.
Of course, the rule is the rule.
Yeah.
But sometimes you have to make an interpretation of this. And yeah, of course, it was a goal against Barça. I can swear, I promise that I would say exactly the same. So that rule of the offside was not for this. But well, for the moment I have to say that it seems that Pau Kovacs is fine, and also Ante Budimir. Remember that when there's a head crash, the referee has to stop the game. And for the moment it seems that everything is fine. So 9 minutes to go, and I think that all the stadium and also Barca were only thinking about the goal disallowed, and it's time to focus again. It's a little bit cold right now, the atmosphere and also the game.
Yeah, Barca could do with a little more love from their fans maybe inside the Spotify Camp Nou to push them on to get the opening goal. There was a clash of heads there between Budimir and Cubarsí. They're both okay. What will the score be at half-time? We're being asked from the control room. 0-0, 1-0 or 2-0. Is this going to be a game that Barca get the opening goal in now, or are we going to have to wait until the second half?
Yeah, no, I can see a 1-0 before halftime. I can definitely see it. I'll take 2. I mean, I'll take number 2 on this.
Okay.
Obviously, I'll take 2 goals, but I'm going with 1-0 halftime.
Yeah, that right. Here comes Pedri. Nice little flick to Rashford, maybe now for Barça. No. Osasuna almost getting each other's way, but when they get moments like this to break out, they ought to use them. They haven't used it, and maybe now Barça can hit them, and they're a little bit more exposed. That's a lovely switch by Gerard Martin to Lamine Yamal. Ominous this for Osasuna. Raphinha, deflection. Good block, really smart block. And headed clear. Push, no? Referee says nothing.
Play on. Play ball.
Pedri again. He's got Balde wide. Down the line to Rashford. That was only one of those.
He's lively too, man.
He is lively. I don't know how you see it. I think Barca are playing good football. I think it's hard against a side who are sitting as deep as Osasuna are. Maybe we could just up the ante of the tempo a tad, but I still think we're playing fast enough football. Just need to get that goal. Stop back at the chances. Here we come again. Pedri into Koundé. In the same way that there is Lamine. And we recycle again.
They're playing into the spaces. They're looking for the spaces, which at this point is all you can ask for. It's still very early in this game, so no need to get into panic mode just yet.
Possession stats highly in Barca's favour, as you can imagine. We've won yet another corner. They keep racking up, don't they?
So guys, I think it's time to play with the Koundé card again. 2 goals scored by Koundé last game, so why not? Another header by our French defender.
Let's hope so, Mark. Corner going to be taken here by Rashford. Koundé will, of course, be one of those in the box. He's alongside Eric and Cubarsí in there. In by Rashford, away at the front post. What he will say is that Osasuna defensively, especially from set pieces, boy, are they good. And I want to say this little boy is very pacey, isn't he? Victor Munoz. Mark was mentioning him. It's La Masia, but of course, ex-Real Madrid. He is quick.
It's a combo, isn't it?
It is a good one.
He's from Barcelona.
Excellent.
He was born in Barcelona, so he played many years in La Masia. Then he went to Dam, Club de Football Dam, who was also a very important player, very important team for young players. So come on.
Oh, good ball that on the line by Lamine. Ferran Torres is in the channel. He's been forced a little bit wide, I'd say, for number 9's liking. Now back to Lamine.
Take him on. Take him.
Yeah, can he take him on? Instead he cuts inside. Now he goes back outside. Lamine, he's dancing through here. Lamine Yamal! Nearly unbelievable. Ferran! Oh, it's wide. And Barca still don't have the lead. I can't believe it. That would have been an unbelievable goal. One of the goals of the season.
The greatest goal of the generation. Wow. That would have been insane. Are you serious?
Outrageous from Lamine.
Lamine zigging, zagging, stopping on a dime, and then the little deflection, and Ferran tries to go chilly, and he almost gets it. Wow.
Mark,
that would have been one of the goals of the season, I think.
Yeah, for sure. How is this connection between Ferran and Lamine Yamal? Those young players, what a way to play football. But yeah, sometimes in that kind of games, when you are not very good in possession, when you are suffering a little bit, sometimes you need something or somebody to create, and we have the best one to do this, as is Lamine Yamal. And well, sometimes you are not very good generating items, and you have to keep the confidence in the quality.
5 minutes until the interval. You'd say Barça have done enough to be up here, Spence, but as it were, 5 minutes to go. We're still in search of that opening goal.
No, I'm not concerned yet. Long game.
Calm?
You just got to win this game by a singular goal. You'd like to win it as we predicted, 2-0, 3-0, 4-1, whatever.
And that's a swing to the back post, which has caused a few issues here. Kovacic with a good rise at the second ball there.
Well,
Koundé's got to be awfully careful. It looked like a foul to me. It was a foul. There you go. Scare evaded.
What do we do?
Yeah.
This is just that is my biggest pet peeve in this entire sport.
Yeah.
This right here, okay, it's a clear foul, right? Barca are about to get the ball and start going the other way, which they're doing now. I'll get back to it. Come on.
Yeah, Balde, more on that in a moment. I think I know what you're going to say. Here's Rashford. Switches on again. Keep looking for Lamine, don't they? And rightfully so. You said it earlier, Spence. He looks in the mood. His little dink in there towards Ferran doesn't quite come off. Oh, good tackle from Eric. Love to see that. He's playing well again in central midfield. Pedri now.
I won't beat it into the ground. The idea is that when you commit a foul, you are not allowed to touch the ball twice like that and take it away from the team that's about to bring it back into play. It's just not.
Yeah, but there's a person on the pitch who has the possibility to say you cannot do this.
Yeah, no,
for example,
we're aware.
To show you a yellow card, for example.
Yeah.
It should be a booking. It should be, yeah.
Or I mean, it's usually a warning first, but if I was refereeing,
You'd be one of those, yeah, straight into the book. Just have that.
I would say that's not allowed.
I can imagine. What a cross. Lamine's in. I think that's going to be a goal kick, actually, because it came
Offside.
off Lamine. Last minute it was offside anyway, as Maddox says. That's a good idea, though, that deep cross from Gerard Martin. It did come off Lamine, but as he was from an offside position, it won't count.
A lot of whistling going on. Is it because of the amount of time that Herrera's taking to get the ball back into play?
Feels like it, doesn't it? Yeah, Maddox was saying a few moments ago the atmosphere is becoming a little bit frustrated, a little bit cold, I think was the word he used. I just think Barça, after the goal that was disallowed, the fans probably feeling a little bit frustrated, and these sorts of games, well, they can be that way, can't they? But mid-December, you've got to get your points in, you've got to get the job done. I said it earlier as well, Spence, we have to take advantage of the situation we're in right now. We need to put even more pressure on Madrid. We can go 7 points clear with a victory today. There's Rashford's cross. Look who was in there again. It was Koundé trying to get his third goal in the space of a few days. Now Raphinha.
Bring it back.
Options were there, weren't they? Raphinha couldn't find them. Now he does with Lamine. It's a relentless Barça onslaught, nearly. I'm seeing a lot of nice emojis in the chat, though, actually, from the people, which is good to see. I'm a fan. And look at that. Look at all the Barça love in there. You're using your flags. You've got your Visca Barças. And you've got the hearts in there, too. I'm liking it, people. Keep the support going. We need it. Lewandowski lurking on the bench there, Spence. Got the feeling it could be one of his games.
Every game is his game.
For a Barça throw. Referee's overruled his man. Trying a new approach towards the end of the half.
Yeah, just trying to mix it up here. You know, getting comfortable. We look comfortable in attack, I have to say. We really do. This is why I'm not concerned yet.
Pedri, wide for Rashford. Rashford down the line here for Balde.
Oh!
Let's gonna count how many seconds will Herrera take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Walk it to the other side.
9,
oh, wow.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 seconds. It's
I've
just to
seen
count.
worse.
I mean, that's technically that's within the rules what he did, Mark.
Yeah, but if you want, we want to count every time he's doing. No, just to say that the last game against Atletico de Madrid, Joan Garcia was booked. Just
also, Mark,
you
you counted 18 seconds, but from when you started, the clock only went 14 seconds.
Okay. Well, guys, the other time, the other time it's 3 minutes. 3 minutes of other time. So I think it's fair. One for the VAR and the other 2 minutes for Herrera.
3 additional minutes. Marco's bringing his feisty side today. I don't mind it. I don't mind
I think I bring it out in.
I think you have. I'm going to be honest with you. You have. Because you told him that he changed a little bit and he said, have this.
He said, I haven't changed a bit.
Kubarsi. Imagine a goal from him today. Kubarsi over.
I mean, no, but sure.
I think Osasuna will be happy that 45th minute they're forcing us into those sorts of positions right now, aren't they, Spence? And they are able to get Barça to a point where their centre-backs having to shoot from some distance. Seeing Lamin's dancing feet earlier, this was nearly the moment, wasn't it? Maybe the closest Barça have come, other than, of course, that goal that was ruled out for offside. Again, it was Ferran.
Oh, that was almost... It's so beautiful. Got to get at it.
Fans knew it too. Osasuna taking their times.
I have a feeling it's going to be a 0-0 half-time score.
Yeah, it looks like it isn't. It looks like Barça are going to have to do their job in the second half in this one. Oh, look at that from Pedri. Nice little flick. Bulimir. Good pace from Gerard Martin.
Yeah, that's what
Love
I was going to say. The pace that he brings to the back line is something new. Oh! But that's a mistake from Koundé.
It was, yeah. Throw in. Joan Garcia saved it, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was excellent from Gerard Martin. Brilliant from him.
It was fall, clear fall, I have to say.
Well kept in by the goalkeeper there.
Here? Do I take it out here or here? Or over there?
Oh, here, and then he walks all the way in, yeah. Osasuna, one of those sides that when they get a throw, will just launch into the box. Very difficult to deal with. They got to see us.
That's modern football, man.
It is, yeah. I mean, we don't see it. I mean, for anyone who watches the Premier League, that's what it is right now, by the way. If you could take a long throw in, well, every time it goes out, that's what happens. So that hasn't quite invaded La Liga just yet, and maybe thank God for that, because it can be repetitive. And I'll say something also, Spence. God, does it slow the game down?
All right, yeah, I'll buy that. Se lo compro.
Koundé. Kubarsi, is there a final Barça burst before the half is up?
What?
Rashford. Believe.
Prove me wrong.
Marcus Rashford. Eric. Oh, nice to Koundé. Look at Lamine Yamal. Lamine! Away by Herrera. Raphinha! Oh, my God. It's going to fall to Ferran!
Oh, no!
He's missed it. He didn't get contact on it. Surely it was the opening goal. And no, it's not. Half-time.
And half-time, yeah.
Barça
yeah,
nil.
a little frustrating, the end of the first half.
Nil. Yeah. Mark, we got to go quickly, but go on. Quick thoughts.
No, very quick. I want to say that it's a little bit frustrating, but Barça is attacking quite well, so we have to keep going in the second half.
Mark, we're back with you, of course, at our half-time for the little connection. At half-time at the Spotify Cup now, though, it's Barça nil, Osasuna nil. Plenty of Barça possession. We've had all of it. Plenty of chances. A goal ruled out. Ferran, who had that goal ruled out, has certainly come the closest for Barça. As it were, though, there's still no way through. Lamine Yamal there. He's been one of Barça's bright sparks, you'd have to say. Victor Muñoz has come on a few occasions on the counter-attack for Osasuna themselves. They've been bursting away on a few occasions. Barça have been dominant, but we still have it all to do in the second half. Half-time, Barça nil, Osasuna nil. There you go then, half-time, no changes at the interval. Second half now about to get underway. Barça still without a goal. Osasuna the same, 0-0 then at the break. Diderot in the chat says, we miss Olmo. Yeah, it could be a sort of game this for Dani Olmo. We think probably, or maybe back around sort of January time, so still a few weeks to go for his recovery. Osasuna are going to make a change though, Spence, so there is going to be a change for them. You just wonder whether that's fresh legs, as Iker Muñoz is going to come on.
Yeah, your traditional, standard midfielder who's able to try and keep things sturdy out there when things are being knocked about. He's coming in for Toro, so that's pretty much like for like. And this team also, just like Barça, they've got a game to play midweek as well, so they're probably starting to think about
West guys expect.
Well, how did you pull that one out?
Who would know? I'm just checking. Did Toro have a booking? He didn't. So that is either a knock that he's got, or that's just a case of fresh legs. You just wouldn't think, Spence, that he'd be the sort of player that would be brought off at half-time. You know what I mean?
No,
in
agreed.
this sort of game. But hey, there you go. So one change at the break. You get the feeling he may have had a little bit of some discomfort or something. Words there between Raphinha and Ferran. How can Barça get the breakthrough this one? In fact, in the live chat, I was told at half-time by Robert Spence that you guys often ask for some emojis of like things that could break down the Osasuna wall in the chat. Let's get them in there. Stuff like hammers, the explosion emojis. Can we break down the Osasuna wall in the second 45 minutes? But that's what it's been, really. It's been a big white wall back there that Barça have tried to break down. And I agree with you. I think Herrera probably hasn't been tested enough as he probably should have been for how much we've come forward, actually. So I think if Barça can do more of that in the second 45 minutes, then we'll be in good stead.
Well, and now they're attacking towards an empty stand,
Yeah.
but it's not entirely empty because Marc Brau will be there celebrating when Barça score their first goal.
Here comes Lamine. Hopefully win indeed. Lamine Yamal. Oh,
For sure, I will celebrate, Spence. For sure. So, guys,
I think I just saw you.
maybe I'm very close for Herrera goal. I have to say that last day in the game against Eintracht, many people saw me because I was very close from ZRR, just behind the goal. And now I'm very close next to Uriol. Uriol, say hello.
Hello.
And also Pau, who's here. Oh, no, sorry, Pau is eating. Pau is eating, so don't worry. It's quietly, don't worry. Say hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Pau. Everything is working because both are here. So, guys, I just want to say that I think that Lucas Torroja, maybe he had some problems because there is a key player for Osasuna, and he does used to be subs at the halftime.
Yeah, well, me and Spence thought the same thing, Mac. Here's Rashford, chance for him, foot to foot. Was he
That's a
fouled?
foul.
He was, yeah. Boyola fouled
It's a good
him.
one for him. It's a good one for Marcus Rashford. Yeah, remember that, Pablo, that in the last game you asked me when was the last time that Barca scored from a free kick.
Yeah.
And it was, I remember it was that goal scored by Pablo Torre, but it was not a direct, it was a cross that nobody touched the ball. The game against Sevilla, then that Gabi came back. It was at the end of October of last year. So why not? We know that Marcus Rashford usually takes very good that kind of free kick, so why not? Could be a good item for Barca. I think it's it's closer than Marcus Rashford preferred. Closer for the box, I said.
Ojo, people.
Keep your ojo.
We've got some eyes in here, but I can't find them. This is a very good position. I completely agree with you, Mark. And this could be, this is one of Barca's biggest chances, I'd say, of the game so far. Rashford, his sort of range, really. If he could pick it up and place it, I think he may put it somewhere around here. Rashford on the spot then for the Catalans. Can he get this up and down, or does he go through the wall maybe? It's Marcus Rashford, Barca's number 14. It's a really good save by Herrera. He went goalkeeper side. Couldn't catch him out though.
Oh, that's textbook. That's exactly what you want Rashford to be doing. He got it. He was actually really far away from the wall, and he forced a really difficult save out of Herrera. One that he should make, a professional keeper should make, right? But, all right, next play.
Yeah, 3 minutes into the second half. Barca will really try and get an early goal, you'd feel, just to calm the nerves. They've been good from set pieces, though, Osasuna defending them, I will say. Oh, that's come off the wrong part of Pedri's head. This is a really good race. Look at the pace of Munoz. Balde's mighty quick too, but Victor Munoz is rapid. He's missed it, just as he did in the Clásico last year. Munoz, well, so rapid, so quick. Not even Balde could keep up with him. I think he maybe just did enough, but he misses his big chance.
Wow, just as he did in the Clásico last year. That was nicely. That was well timed. Well done.
Thanks.
Nice little dig.
I was about to say same end, but I forgot that was actually at Montjuic. Here comes Rashford, dancing feet from him. Throw.
No, it's a corner kick. Yeah,
It's a corner.
Assistant referee said it's a corner kick. Just at the time, I want to say that Marc Casanova, Fermin Christensen, Rune Bardati, and Frenkie de Jong are warming up.
Ooh, okay, so there you have it. First player's warming up. It's all happening. Rashford's cross away by Herrera. Busy start to the second half. This, and I said at half-time, Spence, the pace of this kid up front is frightening. We do have a question in the live chat for all of our members to get answering. Let us know your thoughts. We'll discuss it maybe at the end of this Barca attack. We've already broken down the wall by the time we get to it. How do we do so? Continue to play things wide. We've got Lamine and Rashford there. Bring on Levy, the main man for headers, or keep shooting from outside of the box. I'm not gonna lie, I think all three would be a decent attempt, wouldn't it? There's a chance, and well, maybe it's one of those games where an own goal carries us through. Corner again.
Yeah, I think the answer is a nice little combination of all three, but just keep the pressure on. This is pressure. There was pressure in the first half. It's starting to even get tighter now. Find different ways. That's not going to work. But find different ways to make it happen.
Wildly overhit on this occasion, that corner. This was the breakaway, I think, from Munoz. So often we don't see Pedri do that. It comes with his shoulder. And that header into space, he knows he's quicker than almost anyone. He takes on Balde there and beats him.
And that's very dangerous for the last defender to have to try and keep pace with a guy like Victor Munoz, because if you accidentally trip him up, you're off. That's it. And Barça are playing the rest of this game with 10 men. So he had to find that sweet spot where you're able to stay with him and put him off, but you weren't really going to get to the ball, but you also can't foul him. So well done by Balde.
I was just thinking, Spence, in lifetime, don't foul him. Don't foul him. Just let him get the shots away. And look what happened. He missed it. And then we play on. And worst case, he scores and we can go 11v11. But there was a time where I thought he's gonna push him to ground here.
Right.
And I'm glad he didn't. Good mature play from Balde. Here's Rashford again for Barça. Pedri. See him now. I can imagine they always want to go wide to Lamine.
Get the ball at this kid's feet.
Lamine, beautiful.
One
Kunde's
more.
in. Big
One
chance
more.
for Barça. Rashford's in! Oh my God, I was already celebrating too, Spence. I can't believe it's not got in. Barça, well, they just keep getting closer, but still no opening goal. Rashford denied, almost off the line. Brilliant block.
That is an absolutely outstanding defensive play. Rashford did exactly what he needed to do. He did everything right. You can't put that on him. He was about to put it in the back of the net.
Lamine, oh, look at this for dancing feet from him. He's somehow still going. I agree, he looks really in the mood already today, Lamine. And that's good news for Barça, bad for Osasuna. It's ominous, this, for the Basque outfit. And no, it's going to be a goal kick.
Oh, we need another look at that block.
Another goalkeeper also wasting time. I think that the most shocking is that the referee has not said nothing to the goalkeeper. Instead, he's wasting time just for the first minute. And I think this is the most frustrating thing for Barça fans. That, as I said, for example, in the last game against Atletico, Joan Garcia was booked just at the first time that he tried to waste some time. But of course, it's not an excuse, but it's just a fact what is happening right now. Two more things to say. Remember, Fermin, Rooney Bardghji, Christensen, Frenkie de Jong and Casado warming up. I said it before, but very quickly before the corner kick. And another thing I want to say, that Osasuna was suffering a scoring goal, but it's a very good defensive team. The problem this season for them is that they're not scoring goals, but they're used to do very good defensive actions. And now there's a Barca player laying on the pitch.
Wow.
It's Eric, I think, who will save a hit.
Watch out here, Matt, because Eric got in with a slide tackle. He won the ball. I just wonder if there was a foot left in on him, though. He's down in a heap of pain. Let's see on the replay now. Wins it there. Yeah,
he got tacoed.
I will say it's unintentional, though, isn't it? Really, Spence? I don't think there's any malice in that. I will say from Aymar.
Yeah, it's gonna sting.
Yeah,
it's gonna hurt tomorrow. He's all right. He'll play on. Nothing beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, Mark, you're making the point about Osasuna. They've not been good going forward. I think I make it only 14 goals in La Liga themselves, but they've only conceded 18, which is 2 less than Barça. So they're showing already tonight that, well, you know, that when they get in position in this sort of game, they can make things very difficult.
And for example, they lost, for example, the games against the teams who are close to Barca on the standings, but they lost, for example, 1-0 in Bernabeu with a penalty that for me was not a penalty scored by Mbappé. Also, they lost 1-0 against Osasuna, and they lost 2-1 against Villarreal with the latest goal scored by Mikau Tadze. So it was well played for Osasuna in one of the most difficult stadiums of the league, and they are doing right now in the Spotify Camp Nou. So as I said, they defend very well. The problem that they have is that they have problems to score goals.
Got a question on our screens. You saw the images a few moments ago of who would you like to see in the second half? Fermin, Rooney or Lewandowski. I must say, I think all three will get minutes at some point. Here comes Rashford for Barca. Another corner, Spence. Out of those 3 options, who would you pick now if you could throw one on though?
I'm always going to choose Lewandowski.
Okay.
Right now, if you need a goal, that's the guy I want to put on the pitch, and I can
but
put.
He's not warming up. He's not warming up right now.
Okay.
Rashford's corner to the back post. Koundé is trying to win it. It's steered away. I would like a Fermin, I think. I think this could be a game for Fermin. I'm shocked Lewandowski isn't warming up, by the way. Lamine on the left-hand side for now. Lamine tries to take another corner. So if it wasn't to be Lewandowski because Malik just abruptly shot you on there.
He did, didn't he? Fermin's not a bad option either. Hold up.
Oh, big chance. It falls to Gerard Martin. Would have been fitting if he scored. Osasuna can't really clear their lines right now. Lamine, inventive, but too narrow and easy for it.
I think it's important. We've played 10 minutes of the second half, Pablo, and we have to get to a point, both as a fan and if you're a player on the pitch, to stay with the plan. Because it's easy to start pressing mentally when you haven't broken down the wall yet. And that's not something that Barça struggles with all too often, especially under Hansi. But if it's not coming, it's okay.
Balde, maybe now. Oh, somehow it hasn't ended up in the back of the net. It came off a Osasuna defender, and I think it was Bertones who got the touch.
That's the thing. Like, look, you want 3 points, obviously. That goes without saying. But if you play this whole game this way, and it ends 0-0, at the end of the game, you're going to look back and say, we made our efforts. It just didn't come. So it's as good of a 0-0 as you're going to find. Now, obviously, that's not the right result. But the only way that you get to 1-0 is if you keep doing this. So not pressing, not taking that wrong decision just because it's the quick decision, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I'm hearing you. It's one of those to be patient for, isn't it? And I think it's what you're saying, though. That gets harder as the game goes on. Because Barça will try and think, especially if Flick starts making attacking subs, they'll try and throw the kitchen sink at Osasuna here. You're
only human, right? You think, oh, well, we could have 2 points dropped. Madrid play tomorrow. They could gain on it. No, just play football.
That's a good ball by Rashford. They're not clearing the lines well at all right now, Osasuna. No. I will say that they keep shanking their clearances. Rashford, who is looking lively himself, I must say. One of the words of the day. Back now to Pedri. Options in Rashford again. Oh, a goal would just calm the nerves here inside the Spotify Cup now. Pedri.
Keep that mindset, that attacking, go get him, alpha mindset. Go get yours, you know?
So Martin. This is Rashford once more. Back to the Barça centre-back. It's Rashford. Strikes.
Oh, yeah.
Falls to Pedri. It all of a sudden opens up for Barça. Who's it going to fall to? Lamine Yamal. Options in the box. Lamine goes on his own. Blocked. Agonising. Still no goal. Koundé. It's minute 57 spent. It almost feels like with the way that Osasuna are camped in that it's about 85, doesn't it?
Yeah. They want this game to end now.
Good news for Barça. There's a long way to go. Rashford now.
Falda.
Referee says get on with it, and you know who they're going to try and pick out on the breakaway, don't you? Here he comes, the pacey Victor Munoz. Look who's with him, Eric Garcia. Oh, brilliant from Eric. Can I just say, what a performance he's playing, he's producing again, Eric. Just feels like he's everywhere, Spence. I mean, he's all over the pitch. That's a foul, and that could be a yellow.
Have you ever seen The Dark Knight?
Yeah, yellow card. Yellow card. Yeah. Yellow card for number 8.
That was a rhetorical question.
Iker Munoz.
I'm sorry. I'm not very cultured in these things, you know. I watched the last one, whatever that was, but...
That was The Dark Knight.
Oh, right, okay, I have seen that one. There you go. Balde's in. He has Rashford to his left. Rashford inside to Raphinha. He got his shot all wrong.
You've merely adopted the dark. I was born in it. No? Nothing? Okay. Somebody got it.
Let's see if I'm being crucified in the chat too. I don't think anyone... No, I don't think I am.
It's like being a Getafe fan. Born in the dark.
What I've just said there, yeah. Foul, by the way, here from Kobarsi, but he caught Budimir with his elbow there. One of those typical fouls, and you can imagine Osasuna will just take their time on this. It's never more than just a foul. And they're appealing for more. They're going to make a change themselves here, I think, Osasuna. Garcia's going to come in. This was the attempt from Pedri, beaten away by Herrera.
Yeah, and we said that Herrera was not tested much in the first half, and all of a sudden he's becoming a little bit more valuable minute by minute as this game goes along.
Well, Don Andres, we could do with him being on the pitch, couldn't we? 30 minutes to go. A player like he, well, Barça would have to just sub him and unlock this. Osasuna.
Maybe we'll get like an Iniesta versus Chelsea sort of late winner.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. One of those, Iniestazo. That's what Barça need right now. Here's Kubarsi. Koundé. Still feet from him. You still hear it though, can't you, Spencer? I think the fans need to be a little bit calmer too. There's a few whistles going around the stadium.
Yeah, well, that might have been for the time.
Oh, that's a nice ball.
No.
Here's Koundé. Oh, just gets
It's
away
for the
from
time. Yeah, it's for the time, and also because here we didn't know exactly why the referee was waiting to put the ball on. But yeah, for the moment I have to say that the people are not frustrating, but I think that it will have 10 more minutes. If 10 more minutes Barça will not score, I think that everybody will be more nervous.
Just wonder how long it will take to shuffle his bench a little bit, move the bench a tad. Still no changes from him, of course. Mark, I'm guessing the same players are still warming up.
Yeah, the same. Well, there's only one change. It's Marc Bernal right now, warming up.
Okay.
So Marc Bernal, De Jong, not Marc Casado.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely Marc Bernal, De Jong, Christensen, Fermin, and Rooney Bardghji.
Are we saving Lewandowski for Guadalajara? Like, what's happening here?
That would tell me that he maybe has some discomfort. Because,
it has to be.
Yeah,
has to be
because
something.
this is the sort of game that you'd throw him on, wouldn't you, immediately almost. Pedri. To be closing that ball over. Careful here. Eric's going to have to go back to his goalkeeper, yeah. It must be Spence, because as you said, I think he'd go right on for me.
So that means somebody else needs to find it then today.
Osasuna, for their part, they are going to make 2 changes in just a few moments' time. That'll put them up to 3 in the game. Now Lamin. Eric. Let's get a touch on it. Nice.
This is the first time in the last 3 minutes that I'm seeing this team's legs start to go on them.
Rashford.
Not his. His has been fine.
Balde. Inside, he's got Rashford there too. Lays it off instead to Pedri. Eric Garcia switches on far side to Lamine Yamal. Lamine. There's Koundé. There's the 1-2 again. Good defending. Corner for Barça. Oi, we just had a little bit of a fall.
Well, that was cleared with such ferocity. I hope that Marc Brau's on the other side because someone's life just flashed before their eyes on that clearance.
I think he is on the other side. There's the delivery. Kubarsi was up there. Over. No goal.
I'm on the other side, yeah. I'm on the other side, definitely. I'm close for the players that are warming up right now. And now it seems that in the last 5 minutes, Barça got less rhythm than in the start of the second half. And then again, more wasting time for the referee and nothing said by the referee. No, the referee, no, the goalkeeper waste time. Well, also the referee too.
Yeah, Herrera certainly taking his sweet time over these goal kicks. And as Manik was saying, there's been no indication that it needs to speed up by the referee just yet. I'm still calm, Spence, but I'm maybe starting just on the nerve. Whatever you call it, the nerve meter. It's just starting to slightly. I'm starting to get a little bit impatient waiting for the Barça first goal now. I think the way we've been playing, it's felt as if it's a matter of time. It's felt like one of those games. I'm looking at the stats. We've got about 83% possession. It's a ridiculous amount. Raúl García, Becker, who actually scored against Barça with Real Sociedad last season in our 1-0 defeat away.
Geraldo.
And yes, and is that Raúl García is also going to be coming on yet? There you go. So triple change for Osasuna. Rubén García, sorry, is obviously the other one. Rubén and Raúl García and Becker on triple change. So that's 4 subs made now by the away team. None for Barça still.
But
Yeah,
all of
that is
the
surprising.
subs, sorry Spence, yeah, surprising, but all those 2 players are offensive one. So of course, what Alessio Lisi wants is fresh legs, just to press more a little bit and just to surprise Barça the counter-attack. Ruben Garcia, many seasons played against with Osasuna, and also Raul Garcia, who is number 9. So our offensive changes, not for the positions, but just for the players, and now the ball is out. So now Barca players are starting frustrating. I said that only 10 more minutes, but it seems that Barca players also are frustrated with the wasting time, with every time Osasuna caught the rhythm. So it's time to focus and to do the same as, for example, we did at the start of the second half.
You can see lots of hearts in the chat, by the way. Love to see it. Thanks for all the support, people. We need it now more than ever. Barça in a vital moment of the season here. We've won 6 on the trot in the league. We're looking to make it 7 on the trot. Vítor Muñoz has stayed out there, unsurprising, because he's been the big threat really for Osasuna, and he's going to have won them a corner there. That came off Balde last, and it wasn't Vítor Muñoz, so apologies. It was Aguirre who wins the corner. Either way, though, they haven't had many of these spent, and this is a chance for them to send the big man up from the back.
Which it looks like they're going to do. This is the part of the game that'll frustrate you too, because you know that you want that ball.
Warming up. Lewandowski's warming up, so you're gonna listen to the stadium clapping her hands, but you have to be careful with this corner kick.
In by Ruben Garcia, away at the front post by Raphinha, not really to harm's way though. Backing away by Gerard Martin. Here we go. Raphinha, he can break here. Come on, Barca. Here comes the breakaway. Raphinha's dink. Oh, and Rashford tried to get on the end of it. He couldn't quite, just over his head. And Becker got back in there well. Koundé jumped a little bit too early there. And now Osasuna themselves can come away. They've brought on fresh legs. You would say that, wouldn't you? In the attacking side of the pitch. This one's about to get interesting, you feel. That's a yellow card, easy one. And he's just hammered the ball away too.
Never keep both of them in the same pocket.
That's a rule many referees have had to learn the hard way. Booking there for Osasuna. You enjoying this little?
Well, you made it clear that you were in charge of the buttons.
I'm in charge of the buttons, but
you know, sometimes you just got to take matters into your own hands.
Kubarsi. To take matters into their own hands here and get the opening goal. Gerard Martin once more driving forward and towards Pedri, doesn't fall to Ferran. We go again. Kubarsi is quick and he does get there. He does get there well. I do think maybe last 5-10 minutes we've just slowed down a little bit with compared to how we started the second half, which was high intensity. We were getting chances. It just has slowed down a tad. And well, look at that from Raphinha. That's a pretty crazy attempt, and Herrera's got stuck in his goal.
I think a substitution at this point is
wise.
Definitely the way to get a little bit more energy back into this game.
Osasuna will finish their substitutions. It's surprising. They will gonna do the 5th substitution.
Wow.
It's surprising to do very quickly.
It is surprising, Mark, I must say. So Osasuna, they're going to do 5 before Barça do any. How are you feeling about the game? We have the question for the members live chat. I must say, I think I'm number 1 on those options there. I think I'm number 1. I think I'm a little more nervous than I want to admit right now because, well, the clock is just starting to tick away. Spence, how are you feeling?
Keep calm. There's time.
I like it. Someone's going to stay calm.
A lot of time left in this game. A lot of time for things to happen.
Rashford. Didn't need a little dink on the back to Raphinha. I think Barca are going to start playing their football again, though. You know, assure our passes. They're giving silly balls away in the final third.
Yeah,
all the way upfield. Should be cool by C as it is.
You want to take the appropriate risks, right? Like you want the passes that could result in a key pass or could result in losing the ball to be worth the risk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and subs, the last one for Osasuna, the young player Arquivide, who made his debut this season, and I think he played quite well, is out, and Rosier, former player of Leganés, who is coming in, and as I said, Osasuna made all the subs.
Can you say his name, Mark, like it should be said? He's French.
Valentin Rosier.
Rosier.
Here's Pedri. All of a sudden it opens up for Barça. Raphinha! There it is! There's the opening goal. Raphinha, just like that, gives Barça the breakaway, the Spotify Cup. No, keep calm, people. The captain's back, and he fires Barça into a crucial lead. Barça 1, Osasuna 0.
That's it, man. Just wait for the moment. Go on, Mark, get him.
The fifth goal of Raphinha this season. He has scored his first goal coming back to Spotify Camp Nou in the game against Atletico de Madrid. And of course, we are talking about Raphinha did not touch the ball a lot of times in the first half, but he's a big star. He's our captain tonight. And in a moment, what the game, we won't know exactly how has to go. And then Raphinha cut the ball and then go directly for the goal. What a left foot shot from outside the box. Scoring the first one of the most important goals this season. And Raphinha, we missed him the 2 months he was out due to injured. The captain is back on the pitch, fifth goal, a very important one again.
Oh, we certainly enjoyed that here, Spence. Hansi Flick, I think, enjoyed it too. Let's see how he reacted to that goal. Boy, does he love his captain. It feels like a really big goal in Barca's season, I must say. One of the most important ones. Spence, you haven't had a chance to have your say on that yet. You said stay calm. Barca certainly did. Two of their best players, Pedri and Raphinha, linked up, and the ball's in the back of the net.
And the goal came in the exact manner that we were saying if they stuck to the plan it would come, which is just pepper the net, get the ball towards goal. You know, a lot of times we see this team, or other teams in general, when they're struggling to score, they don't even shoot. And this was just outside the box. Give it a go. It deflects off of Hernando. It takes a wicked deflection for Herrera, who has no chance to stop it, and it's 1-0. That's football. There you go. Try and get another one now.
Point worth making there, Spencer. One you made. We haven't made it so far. It did take quite a wicked deflection, actually, off of Hernando, and it certainly helped the ball into the back of the net. Martin's got to be careful. He slipped.
Offside, no?
Barca have got to get back in here. They've got back in good numbers, I will say, and it's over, and a good call it was. Offside. Mark, there's going to be some players coming on here. We're seeing on our screens.
Well, I'm not sure because just a few minutes after the goal, Fermin and De Jong came to the bench and they were ready to go in.
Yeah.
But for the moment, I think that Hansi Flick has stopped the subs. Fermin and De Jong are just on the bench, waiting for others. But for the moment, no subs.
We'll wait and see what the final decision is then regarding the substitutes. Yeah, we did see De Jong and Fermin look as though they were coming on. Just wonder whether maybe Barca have scored and Flick's thought, I'll wait or I'll do something different. Let's see.
They won't come in. They won't come in for the moment. For the moment, they won't come in. They go to warm up. No, there's another subs because I see one of the physical trainers. No, finally, yes. Fermin, yes. Yeah. Oh, I don't know what's happening, but yeah, finally Fermin will come in, and I don't know De Jong, but Fermin for sure.
Okay, Fermin is going to come on, people. So the Ferminator is going to get himself out on the pitch then for.
Oh no! Okay.
Both.
Referee got hit.
Fermin and Frankie, guys, definitely both.
There you go. At the end of all of that, by the way, both of them end up coming on. Here is Lamine Yamal. Couldn't get it through. Raphinha gets back in though. Lamine's trying to get on the ball again. Lamine. Nice little footwork goes out for a goal kick in. Lamine can't believe it. People in the live chat, use your Raphinha emojis. The man who has got Barca out of a bit of a hole today. So often the hero for the Blaugrana. Let's see how many Raphinha emojis we can get in the chat. And if you fill the chat with them, I'll show the chat on the screen. We'll see all of your names, okay? So, in fact, Spence, we'll let Spence press the button as well.
I get to press the...
No, not yet.
What button do I press?
Chat.
Chat. Not to be confused with cat.
No.
Just tell me when.
I will. Give us a minute. Before all of that, we've got subs. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, Marcus Rashford is one of the players who will go out. I think he played quite good, Marcus Rashford. Yeah. And also, Alejandro Balde. Alejandro Balde is out. Oh no, before the referee made a mistake. So... Oh, you have to help me. Yeah, Cubarsí, yeah. It was a mistake by the full referee. It's Cubarsí who has played many minutes. I think it has to be with this. Many minutes played by Cubarsí in the last games. I haven't seen nothing about him, his condition. Yeah, I think it's fine. So it's only, he prefers. I don't see Pau Cubarsí in pain, so it's a tactical thing. So Eric will play as a centre back,
Yep.
and then Frankie will play in his main position.
Yep.
And yeah, these are the subs. And let's gonna explain how Barca is playing right now. Raphinha will play on the left, and then Fermin. Yeah, Fermin is an attacking midfielder. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, everyone's pretty much in their usual positions, I think you could say. You've got Raphinha right wing, Lamine Yamal right wing, Raphinha left wing, Ferran's down the middle. You've got Fermin in the central attacking midfield position. You've got the lineups on your screen right now. De Jong and Pedri just behind them, and Eric Garcia, as Malik said, drops into centre backs. There you go. A few changes there for Barça Spence. Double change from Anti-Flick.
Yeah, and the utility of Eric continues to showcase itself, right?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely does. 15 minutes to go here. Spotify Camp Nou. It's Lamine. Stands up his man. Drops it off to Koundé.
No rush now, that's for sure.
Yeah, Pedri. How Barca would love a second goal, though, just to put this beyond any doubt. Corner, a breakaway, anything can happen. Eric. Koundé. Pedri, can he just flip that one the corner? Instead he darts down the line himself. Nice from Pedri. Cross had a little bit too much on it though for Ferran to get on the end of, so Raphinha will go and chase it down, and boy does he chase it down well. What an impact he's made since coming up from injury. Just the engine of this team, the life of it. What a guy.
A nice little spell of pressure too from Barca, holding on to the ball for an extended period. Now they've got to see if they can win the ball back high up the pitch.
Yeah, it's Barca throwing, I think. Vince. No, yeah, it is. Yeah, yeah. Barca fans are enjoying themselves in the stadium now, Mark. Looks as though they're a little bit happier.
Yeah, of course. The weather is getting colder, so a good way to warm oneself is to sing Madridista Alquinobotti, and this is what part of the stands are doing right now. And I must say that Barca, I think that Barca has done the most difficult thing, but it's time to get the second one to not suffer, as for example we did against Atletico and Alaves. We had to score that time and the other time to secure the 3 points.
Yeah, and Mark, I was just thinking we scored the first goal today as well, which is good to see, obviously. So we got the first goal in today's game. When was the last time we kept a clean sheet, by the way, Mark?
Oh, the clean sheet, it was the game against Athletic, the first one at the Spotify Camp Nou.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
And was also the last time that we scored first, because we did not score against Chelsea in the other 4 games, against Alaves, Atletico, Betis and Eintracht. We had to come back.
100%. I just showed you a question on your screens, people. An emoji round is what we want right now. We want an emoji round. How's the chat feeling right now? Let's fill your emojis in there. Oh, and maybe the emojis would have been
feeling even better.
Yeah, would have been feeling lovely there if that had gone in. I'm seeing some Raphinhas in there. I'm seeing some cats. How are you guys feeling? Let's get a round of emojis in the chats. There we go. We'll put those on the screen in a few moments' time, and I will let you do it actually, Spence, because I didn't let you do it on the Raphinha one. So apologies. We'll have to wait a moment. So close, but yeah, so far. Lewandowski may not come on now, by the way, because if Flick was trying to keep him in Cotton Wool maybe for the coming games, maybe not today.
Evie, you got anything to say to the people? No? You fine. Sit on the bench. It's cool. It's cool.
I'm seeing some good emojis in there. Let's see. Maybe I can put a few of them on the chat now. Actually, there we go. There we go, people. Lots of lovely emojis. This is
Ali is asking how Luke is. Thanks for asking, Ali. Luke is great. Luke is enjoying life, living a retired dog's life.
Is this your dog? Yeah.
You don't remember Luke?
I don't think I've ever been on for the story of Luke. Well, here comes Raphinha. Could this be 2 for Barca? Good block by Bayoma. Please enlighten me, because I've never been around for this story.
Well, Luke, for the season that Barca won with Xavi, he made a selection of the winning team for every game prior to the game.
Like he went to like a
we had 2 logos, and there were treats at each logo, and he would make a pick. And his record was just as good as Barca's that year. And it was legit. It wasn't like we filmed it, you know,
it wasn't like you
times.
made him go to Barça in Leganés game.
No.
Fermin's corner here, away at the front post. We'll hear more about Luke in a moment. And Osasuna, I think they're able to get this clear. Falls to Pedri now.
Oh, some magician here.
Unbelievable from Pedri. Pedri Potter, lovely skill from him. Spence, continue. I'm intrigued.
He's a Basset Hound.
Okay.
Here he is.
There he is.
Here's our guy.
Yeah, you can see that pretty well, actually. Yeah.
We love Luke. 13 and a half. He was
Yeah,
young.
And he's a magician at Barca predictions, is what you're saying.
He was really good that year. And he came in for the final game of the season. He was in the studio, causing chaos.
We need to see another dog in the studio soon, I'm telling you.
I don't think the security folk were too pleased.
No, I can imagine. Here's Lamine. Well, we could go on his own here. Lamine, good save by Herrera. Raphinha, 10 minutes to play. Luke the Duke, epic dog. Come back, so maybe at the second. 10 minutes to go here.
This is good.
No, nothing. Yeah.
This is good. This is good control right now.
Yeah, Ali remembers that day well, by the way. He says he stole the show the last match that season when he was in the studio as well.
Yeah, he came in. If I remember right, I think our producer that night, Mauri, continued to put the camera on Luke every time I opened my mouth to speak, so it looked like Luke was talking.
Great stuff. I stand by the fact we need to get a dog on here soon. Boyomo now for Osasuna inside here to Moncayola. Well, it's this time of the game now, isn't it, when Osasuna may well, Spence, just say, hey, we've got to the 81st minute within a goal. Now we'll just come out a little bit and put Barça under some form of pressure. Do you think we'll see that shift from them, or will they just sit in?
No, I think they're going to do everything they can to go out and get one, but whether or not that comes is a different story. I mean, they worked really hard, Barça did, to get the first goal. And as long as they don't go nuts on the... Is that going to be a throw? Goal kick. Good, all right. As long as they don't go nuts in terms of overcommitting players in the attacking third at this point, I think they have enough defensive prowess to keep this locked down.
Take this look. So how the referee is forcing Barca players to play quickly from behind. And I find it funny about what happened during the game.
No foul given there on Ferran. Looked like he was bumped from behind. We'll play on. And they're in here. Big chance. Gerard Martin got back in. Was that offside? Flag has stayed down for now.
Offside,
away by Eric. And it will be offside. There you go.
But guys, I have the same feeling like the game against Atletico and Alaves. It's exactly the same. We arrive at the last minutes in games that maybe we deserve more than one goal of difference. And we have to suffer. The games against Alaves almost scored at the added time, and against Atletico was Ferran. So, but it's same kind of game. Not maybe against Atletico, because Atletico pushed us inside the box in the last minutes, but it's quite similar to Alaves.
Yep, no, it is. It's not the first time in the last few weeks, as Matt says, that Barça, in the final 10 minutes or so of the game, are going to have to suffer a little bit here. All I will say is that Osasuna haven't done much attacking all game long. I mean, if Barça can keep it that way, hopefully that'll be good. If we are to... Patrick Kluivert, Shane Kluivert, there you go, look at that. Shane Kluivert, who scored in the UEFA Youth League midweek. 2 goals, by the way, for Barça. You can see question on your chats there, on your screen there, people, for you in the members live chat. Who will score Barça's second goal? Ferran, Lamine, Fermin, if we get one, of course.
I'll take Lamine. Now I'm on the Lamine train, mostly because I think he deserves some kind of reward for the game that he's had tonight. Yeah,
it's been an excellent show from him, I will say, so far this evening. Deserves a goal, doesn't he? Mark, if Barça were to get a second, who do you think is going to get it?
Well, sincerely, I have to say that I think that this game will end 1-0. But you have to choose one. I think, why not Ferran? I said Ferran will score the first one. He scored it, but it was not allowed, that goal. Well, long cross from Osasuna from their own pitch, but they try to cross every wall they can.
It's going to be Rubén Garcia to just absolutely whack that in. It should be relatively easy for Rubén Garcia. I say that. He slipped, and Osasuna have equalised, and there's been a free kick given. Yeah.
What argument does the Osasuna player possibly have for that not being a foul?
Well, I think they're going to say that it was Eric Garcia who tripped up the Osasuna player, which is why he then fell into Juan Garcia, and he lost sight of the ball, and that's why it ends up in the back of the net. Well, I'm getting a replay of the Raphinha goal. I don't think anyone's interested in that right now, because with 5 minutes to go, let's see, Spence. The only thing I will say is...
But the foul is quite clear, I think. And I have to say that I think the referee whistled before Osasuna player scored. So there's no doubt of it. I don't know what the replay said, but here in the pitch, I can say that before Osasuna player kicked the ball, the game was stopped.
There you go. Well, they can't intervene anyway then. He certainly made contact with Juan Garcia. I mean, he cleaned him out. There's no doubt about that. The only point I'll make is that he cleaned him out because he got a collision off of Eric Garcia, a Barça player, which I don't know how you rule that then, because at the end of the day, Juan Garcia is still fouled, right? But it's obviously come off of a Barça player. Here we go, Koundé on the breakaway. Raphinha, 2-0, just like that. Barça, he's wagging his finger. He says no offside. There's not going to be a flag. Barça have 2. Raphinha has 2. The Catalans are going to stay top of the Liga here. Barça 2, Osasuna 0.
A double for Raphinha, who has scored the first one and then the second. The first one was a great shot from outside the box, and then was a great action, just like a number 9, just like a striker in the far post with the left foot putting the ball inside the net, celebrating the goal with all the players who were warming up, and just now VAR is checking the position. As you said, Pablo, Raphinha said with the finger to the assistant referee that there's no offside. Of course, VAR will check it. Good celebration between Raphinha and Lamine Yamal. Then, for the moment, the second goal is confirmed.
It's off Catena. I think it's onside, I must say, from what I saw. Raphinha tapping at the back post. Right place, right time. Spence, how do you see this one?
Even if he's... No, I think even if we look at the pass at the moment that Raphinha was in a position, he was onside. So... This should stand without a problem. And I don't think Raphinha's going to have an easier tap in all season. That came right to him. He was at the mouth of the goal, and he puts it in, and now Barça can breathe a little bit easier, and there's a lot less stress in this game. And if you people would just believe me when I said stay calm, we wouldn't have to have had so much stress over the last 20 minutes, because now Barça seem to be coming away with 3 points. You are fine. You're going to sleep tonight and dream sweet dreams about Barça taking 3 points, and nobody has to be upset.
This is why I miss you, Spence, a lot. This is what I miss you, how optimistic you are always, and the good vibes that you always send us.
Realistic.
Guys, Balde was out for Christensen, and now the 2 players who will receive a standing ovation will go out because Pedri, Potter and Raphinha are out. I have to say that those 2 players will be the first and the second on my votes of the player of the match. Then I have to decide who I put first. Raphinha scoring twice or Pedri control the game. I have to discuss with myself. But for sure, Pedri and Raphinha, maybe the 2 best players of the game, were out. And you have to help me with the players who go in. Rooney Bardghji is one of these. Made his debut in La Liga.
And is Christensen on as well, Mark?
Yeah, Christensen on Balde. Christensen on Balde was the first one.
Yeah.
And then Rooney Bardghji on Raphinha and Marc Casado on Pedri.
There you go. So triple change there for Barça. You mentioned your MVP votes. The people in the members live chat, they've got a poll there they can vote on right now. Who is your MVP of the game? You've got Lamine Yamal, Raphinha, Eric and Pedri as your options. I think we might have a clear winner today. It's been that sort of game. In the post-game, of course, as well as the reactions from the players, we'll also have the analysis for this one. And, of course, we'll be going over our MVP votes. It looks as though Barça are going to be able to get themselves home and dry here to a vital 3 points. And I must say, right now, Spence, my prediction's looking good.
Were you 2-0?
Yeah, I was 2-0.
You're going to hope for no more goals than today.
It is, people. I went 2-0, you went 4-1, Mark 4-0, Robert 5-0. The Raphinha show is what it's been. He's really popped up in Barca's moment of need in this one. Let's hope it. Let's see. There could be more goals in stoppage time. We'll find out in a few moments' time. Raphinha, no one will get the assist for his second goal, of course. Just bounced off of Catena and right into his path. Let's see the Hansi Flick reaction then to that goal. How he reacted to this one when Raphinha fired it over the goal line from close range. You'd imagine a relieved Hansi Flick too. Here we go. He had his subs ready. Oh, he was waiting, wasn't he, for the flag? Raphinha agreed then immediately. Raphinha wagging his finger to the assistant. He said, "Yeah, no chance." And well, there you go. Assistant kept his flag down, and Barca, no problem whatsoever. Here comes Gerard Martin, played centre back all game long. Now he's at left back. Lamine Yamal wanted that one swung over the top to him. Maldini's in the way again. Fermin into the channel. It was too far wide, really.
And I will have 3 minutes of added time. That
Nice.
But I think that it's.
I think I need to just give you a before and after in terms of what all of you people were thinking, especially you and Mark, before Barca had scored. So I'm just going to reposition myself. You can keep going here.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a before and after.
No, I just want to say that.
We'll see you on the other side. Mark, go on.
I do want to say that 3 minutes for me, it's not enough. We have scored twice, 1 goal taken by VAR, all the subs. So fortunately we are winning, because I cannot imagine this 0-0 with only 3 minutes of added time.
Yeah. I do completely agree. Spence,
For us, it's better. For us, now it's better.
It's your chance.
It's better because we are closer to to get the 3 points back. Well, after all, we have to say that maybe not one of the best games this season so far, but sometimes we have to win that kind of games to win the leagues. And guys, what a pressure we'll have tomorrow, Villarreal and Real Madrid, because Barca is 7 points ahead right now of Real Madrid.
Well, there he is. Look, bless him. There's a little doggo.
Now we're all chill. Like
we
him.
are all chill indeed. Here comes Lamine for Barca. Maybe there's 3. Maybe my prediction won't come off. Lamine to the back post, steered away by Dossier. And it's going to be a corner to Barca. 90 seconds to go here. Barca, they're going to go 7 points clear. We have results in the group chat, in the live chat on the group chat. Raphinha, 59%. 60% of the vote essentially for him. Lamine with 33%. They love Lamine. I did think he played well today. And Pedri's got 6. Eric has 2. I'll tell you what, that's actually helping me with my votes a little bit. I think because of Pedri getting the assist and Raphinha getting the goal, my head immediately went there. But Lamine's been excellent too.
It's a tough call today, but I think you can give this. This is almost. This is a team win today. Is there Mark? Can I see Mark? There he is. I got him.
Yeah, was he just there on the corner of the screen? Yeah.
Hello, how are you guys? For you and all over the world.
Hello. Can we wait,
stand up and wave your arms, Mark? There you are. The start right there. Woo.
Where is he? I can't see him anymore. Oh, I saw just a tad.
There he is. I see him.
In by Fermin. Away at the front post. Osasuna going to be able to clear this. Looking like it's going to be 2-0 to Barca here. And a vital
and another clean sheet, guys.
Yeah.
As you talked, Pablo, before, just since the last time we played here for the first time in the Spotify Camp Nou.
Clean sheet.
Yeah, because shit is another thing. Yeah, clean sheet. Thanks, Spence. Clean sheet. End of the game. We won 3 points.
Full time, people. Barca, they've beaten Osasuna by 2-0 at the Spotify Camp Nou. Both goals have come from who else? Raphinha. He can't simply stop for the Blaugrana. He is the hero, the man of the hour once more for this team. Barca, they've gone 7 points clear before Real Madrid face Alaves tomorrow evening. It's Barca's 7th straight league win. It's our first clean sheet since, well, the first one here at the Spotify Camp Nou. Against Athletic Club, we won 4-0 that time. Today, it's 2. Lamine Yamal gets La Liga's MVP. But Barca, well, it's a team winner, Spence, and it's a win that's really going to push us up. We keep marching on. No comeback today, but this time a vital victory. The team marches on yet again. Osasuna didn't make things easy. First half was 0-0, but after Raphinha got his first, the floodgates open, and Barca sealed the deal with a vital 2-0 victory. No trouble here. Raphinha, again, the hero for the Blaugrana. It ends at the Spotify Camp Nou. Barça 2, Osasuna 0.